Vera. Brandon Vera just danced around about him easily. But I think it will come down. If he connects, he's got a chance. On the ground, I think Stephen Bonner's got a pretty good ground game, so I'm going to go Stephen Bonner because I want him to win, but it will be a tough fight.
I'm going to go Stephen Bonner because I think Szczynski just... He's kind of one-dimensional.
Or he's limited in every facet of the game, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Apart from bodybuilding. Tattooing.
Bodybuilding and tattooing and nicknames. I like his nickname post-experiment. So there we go.
Well, that's your picks. If you think they're right, you think they're wrong, you've got your own opinions, get them in. Want to hear them?
Yeah, kind of comment, participate, and remember we do have fantastic competitions. A Go Fast competition that you've seen earlier, and we're going to do the book competition.
But you need to subscribe. You subscribe, you've got a chance of winning these things. In fact, we're going to announce a winner just in 1 second here now for the BJ Penn book.
And just think of this, we're a couple of geezers on the internet, we're making a show, all the rest of it, we don't get paid for this or all that sort of good. We need 1,500 subscribers, so help us out, click the button, it's just a click, and subscribe to the show, help us out, do us a favour. Help Grassroots MMA.
And we'll keep the fees coming. So okay, we'll show you the book first of all.
Well, it's a classic. The Muscle Mo has read this thoroughly and enjoyed this thoroughly.
No, we're giving it away. It's a new book, so I'm going to say I'm not going to give the Muscle Mo recommendation. It's a new book.
Does it get that?
It's gone that. It really is. Now we had to do the draw off the camera because our faithful sidekick B for the CP isn't here. So
who usually does it?
Who usually does it. So we had to do it off camera. You just need to trust us in this one.
So the winner was Gaming Extreme. So
that book's coming to you.
So what you need to do is furnish us with your address via the personal message facility on YouTube, and we'll send that to you anywhere in the world. And that's a Muscle Mo.
Oh, that is a Muscle Mo guarantee. You can just ask Luke for Singapore.
I like it. Big shout out to our fans, all the folk who are watching and all that sort of good stuff like
just
this.
Just need to say to Luke that I really loved a lot of the Tony comments for the last one. You gave me a few good laughs there, I appreciate that.
I like it.
Right, okay. It's the rumour gossip section now. We all love that. Everybody likes a bit of rumour gossip.
I think the biggest one after last week is Fedor Emelianenko, the #1 main man in the world, getting triangled or armbar to triangle and out. Whew. The world is going to end, folks. The world is going to end.
It started how you would expect.
Big 1-2 and boom, on his back.
Why follow him?
Because he's Fedor. No, when he does that kind of dislocated arm punch from inside the guard, smashes people, and big Brazilian. I was actually told a good story the other day by Tom. The reason that Verdum learnt jiu-jitsu was because his girlfriends cheated on him with a boyfriend, and the boyfriend, the new boyfriend, choked him out. So he took up Brazilian jiu-jitsu to get his own back and became a world champion.
Alright, well, there you go, that's a good story. Huh?
And then choked out Fedor!
Doesn't get much better than that. So that's got big implications for Fedor first of all.
Strikeforce.
But more importantly, maybe implications for Strikeforce. I haven't said that, he's only 2 fights, but I think they've put a lot of eggs in that basket with regards finance. I don't know how exactly it's financed with M1 Global, but
M1 Global might collapse.
Well, they're two, as far as I'm concerned, M1 Global's got 2 fighters, Gerard Mousasi and Fedor, who's based on have just lost.
And Gegard's just re-signed to M1, so that's a bit of I was saying in the press conference, Fedor looked relaxed. It looked as if a great weight of the world, being the best fighter, the last emperor, and all these 30 undefeated and all this sort of good stuff. Just looked relaxed, as if, yeah, I am human, and I've lost. But I'm going. And the good thing he says was, if you don't fall down, you can't stand back up. So
a good comment for him. Well, we're talking about Fedor. Another wee rant about UFC for us guys here. He was supposed to come out with his tap out gear on.
Yep.
UFC intervened and threatened a lifetime ban for tap out in the UFC again. This is supposed to be a company who wants MMA to grow, not just their company. And then they go and do another thing like that, and it just rips my shitter.
Again, what was it? It's a T-shirt that says "Tap Out" and Fedor. And you've seen the clinch gear one that Fedor came out with.
That's Dan Henderson's company, huh?
And that's Strikeforce, Dan Henderson. But it's essentially there was going to be a very similar T-shirt design. It says Fedor and it says Strikeforce, and this one just says clinch gear. It's crazy to think they've got such control and power.
They've also done that with BJ Penn. See BJ's wee black belt shorts. Is it RVC? I can't remember the name of the company, but you'll notice he didn't have that. He didn't have their shots on for the Edgar fight because there was an issue with some other guy that used them on. They just put a stop to that. It's went mad. It really does my nut in that.
Dana White and he's controlling
everything.
And that's why it could become like the WWE with a sort of Vince McMahon, one guy controls everything, determines everything. But Ken, if you agree, disagree, you want to shoot the breeze, you know, write a comment, tell us we're wrong, tell us we're right.
You'll see Gaming Extreme in the BJ Penn book, there's a bit near the start of BJ's career, he had a kind of disagreement with Dana White, and Dana White said he would forgive him if he came into the cage, apologised to him in front of everybody and lay his belt down in the middle of the cage. And BJ said if I was to get into that cage room, they'd only do one thing lying on the floor and it's not the belt. Which that's probably a lot of shit, but there you go. Next bit of gossip. I was
yesterday at the Scott Fight Challenge up in Stirling, a local event, and it was recognised. Master Y, they asked for the muscle mo. It was a dude by the name of Road Hunter. So a big shout out to Road Hunter.
Sorry I missed you, Road Hunter, but big muscle mo was nice shirt.
And Scott Fight Challenge was a fantastic event, and I can't remember the name of it. His name will come to me.
Robb McCrum was fighting on it.
Robb McCrum won. The guy
well
fights out of Likens, and the guy who won the tournament for Team Vipers.
Is that like Port Glasgow?
Port Glasgow. The boy was phenomenal. He done it. It was a lightweight tournament, 4 people. He went in there and he won.
Any fights I've seen with the boys from Port Glasgow, they're all tough as a coffin nail, they're all right, proper tough.
So if you're in Scotland, check out these local events. There's an event coming up on Saturday the 3rd at the Magnum
Force.
Magnum Force MMA, just type that in, you get the details. Nice. So
okay, right, so the next UFC, which is on Versus, was supposed to be in Salt Lake City. Due to poor ticket sales, they've now not cancelled the event, but they've relocated it to San Diego. So that just shows you, slightly weaker card. It's maybe not big names on it. It's not selling.
But the Janitor versus John Jones, like there's a lot of people, again, you might agree or disagree, but there's a lot of people who think that's not a great fight, but the Janitor, Maciejczenko is old school wrestler, Russian strong man.
And I believe he won, Rob, the Master Wang once said in the show, beast strong.
Beast strong, yeah man, he is. And then you've got John Jones who's got like limbs that are 9 foot, you know, he's got elbows that crush people's faces.
The wingspan.
Yeah, he's a beast. So you've got beast strength versus young beast. It would have been a beastie match.
It would have been a great match.
But the people there, they don't want to see that. They don't want to pay the $25 or $50 maybe in the US for a show, something like that.
Other gossip we've got. I'm going to have to use my notes. I don't like to do that. A wee bit unprofessional, but we've got some stats here. We're looking at a UFC 114 gate with Rashad Evans Rampage.
Beast.
They get just over 15,000 people. Came to see that event, paid good money. That raked in 3.895 million. That's a lot longer. And then they get over 1 million pay-per-view buys. That just shows you the influence of the Ultimate Fighter, showing it free on Spike, the big rivalry, hating each other for about a year and a half.
And then a Hollywood film.
And then a bit of B.A. Baracus. I pity the fool.
I pity and Rampage.
I just like to say, also we're looking at different salaries and everything. We're looking at Chuck at 500,000 for getting his. That was just his basic salary. I don't know what other tie-ins he's got, but for getting his ass whooped.
Anderson Silva's been training with somebody spectacular. 7th Dan.
Now
in
Aikido, we personally have spent a good part of our childhood training that delicate martial art.
Aikido, yes, with a guy who was also roundabout, or claimed to be roundabout, a 7th Dan.
Oh, he's got a lot chubbier since he days, but I believe he still does the.
Yes.
That shit goes down, and he's a good dog handler. If any have seen his recent shows.
So we're talking about obviously Steven Seagal.
Oh,
now a lot of people call him Seagal, but his name is Steven Seagal, and
I would call him Seagal. I don't know where he's gone with this.
If you've not checked that out, you've got to check out Steven Seagal schooling Anderson Silva, and it is again heavy sort of hits to the collar and
to the eye.
And it's really good because at the end of the day, Steven Seagal is a real deal, and a lot of people think he's just an actor. He's a real deal, great martial artist, and a lot of these wrist locks and that.
Every martial art has got something to offer. Not every move is practically possible to do in the cage or even in the street, but every martial art's got something to offer. On that note, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Get your comments in. we're going to have another competition. We don't know what the prize will be. That will be announced in the next show, but it will be a similar calibre. We'll have our Go Fast, as we always do, thanks to Go Fast, and we'll have our book or an MMA related gift of some sorts which we provide and deliver. So thanks very much.
Tune in, participate.